Hi guys, I'm Andy Walker and this is Rem van der Made, and today we're going to be looking at the enormous Xiaomi Mi Max. A phone so big it makes Earth's moon look small.
Yeah, it's a pretty big phone. You're looking at a 6.4 inch. And oh, look, I've got big hands. It feels okay, but I mean, Andy's been struggling with it a little bit for the past couple of days.
Yeah, I don't have big hands, so it is pretty much like holding a car in your entire hand. What that does allow is for, a really big screen, 6.4 inches, and with that comes an enormous battery as well.
Yeah. So we're looking at 4,000 milliamps?
5,000 actually.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so it's about the size of, a small car, basically.
I went to Joburg last week. I forgot the phone in my bag and I took it out on Monday, Tuesday, and the phone was still going. This battery just lasts and lasts and lasts. I've yet to actually get it down to about 10%. It's just amazing, and I play a lot of games on it as well and watch YouTube in bed.
Yeah, and it's quite incredible. Even if it is at 10%, it lasts for another 2 hours possibly as well. And there's also that option of switching off the annoying software bug, or I suppose it's a feature actually, that allows you to kind of kill apps in the background. And once you switch that off, it's probably the worst part of this phone, but once you switch that off, the battery is just fine.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I actually haven't touched yet is the battery saving feature, because I just haven't needed it at all.
Yeah, it's definitely something that isn't needed with a 5,000 milliamp hour battery.
Yeah.
And if we talk about software as well, Graham, what do you think about Mi U8?
Okay, so I am a big fan of Mi U8. I really like it. Well, when you get the phone, it starts with 7, and it'll need about between 250 and 500 megs to actually download to the latest version of the software. It's really good. It's kind of like an Android version of iOS. The biggest problem is that it's not optimized for this phone. So you've got a phone this big, you've got a phablet, a laptop basically, but you can't have dual scroll multitasking on the same screen with 2 different apps. So it kind of brings into question why they created a phone this big if they're not actually going to give it its own features.
Yeah, exactly. And if they're competing with the likes of the Note 7, well, let's not mention the Note 7, but I mean, you should think about usability as well, considering that you have all this screen real estate. It's basically like a blackboard, and they haven't really optimized usage for that at all.
But I mean, looking at the software overall, I find it to be incredibly slick, nice and fast. I haven't had any crashes on me, to be honest. Even app launching has been a bliss. It's really great. Even the setup. I've used a couple other phones where the initial setup takes a while. It has to upgrade the store and blah, blah, blah. And this thing, within about an hour or so, I was pretty much ready to go.
Yeah, and to be fair, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of, we've been calling it Mi 8. It's actually Mi UI 8, yeah. But Mi U8. Screw it. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I do love the theme features. I do love the customization features. It has this little app for the lock screen as well that downloads images in the background. So each and every time you unlock your device, also fingerprint scanner, each time you unlock your device, there's a new wallpaper. And that's like just one of those small things that I absolutely love about the phone. I suppose in terms of software, we should probably talk about the camera as well.
Yes.
Not my favorite camera, but then again, it's not absolutely awful either. It does struggle a bit in low light, but I mean, if you're capturing landscape images or images with rich color, it's absolutely fine.
Yeah, it's definitely not the best camera in the world. If you're used to, look, it's probably about a mid-range camera. It's not the top, not the biggest contender. I've taken some great shots during the day, even on flight. But again, as Andy said, with low light, it's not the best. It's a step up from the Redmi Note 2, definitely, which does struggle. Also with video, there's a bit of a jelly effect sometimes. Not a lot, but just a slight bit. So if you're looking at it for just pure photography reasons, you're probably going to want to go with a higher end phone.
Yeah, and that probably goes for the performance as well. I mean, it's not going to set any speed records, but you do have a lot of RAM available. So if you do happen to have a slew of apps you'd like to run at the same time, you can do that, no problem at all. That goes for video as well. If you'd like to watch a HD video, maybe you're on a flight, because this is probably the perfect size for a flight, and watching videos on it. You won't run out of RAM. The phone doesn't get hot when you record, it doesn't get hot when you play video. So in that respect, it's actually a really solid performing phone.
And I've been playing a lot of Sonic Rush and Asphalt 8, and the phone's been perfect with it. Great frame rates, nice and smooth. The screen was quite responsive with the touch controls as well. And as Andy said, with leaving apps open, I'm very forgetful, so I will come back and there'll be 15 apps running in the background, and the phone's still chugging along. It's super happy.
So, I mean, based on all that, what do you actually think of the phone, Graham?
I like it, I really do, but I feel it's a bit unnecessary. If it had its own optimization and its own core features, that'd be great. It just feels like a bigger version of the 5, really.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, personally, I struggle with the device. I mean, because of my small hands, as you alluded to earlier.
Yeah, if you have big hands, you'll like this.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I held a 5-inch device earlier, and I'm like, why is this phone so small? But then again, I mean, there are big problems with big phones. You get the advantage of a big screen, a big battery, but at the same time, you can't fit it in your pocket.
Yeah.
And being discreet with this device is just impossible. But then again, with that comes all the advantages of, like the entire washing board of America, basically. It's like a freaking, it's enormous. Terrible pun. But yeah, I mean, it's freaking awesome in terms of that, but not for me. I prefer 5 inches, maybe just slightly above that, but I think Xiaomi went a bit too much into tablet territory.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I mean, that's our review of the Mi Max. If you'd like to read a written review, head on over to Gearbin in the next couple of weeks. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We'll have those links in the description in the video below. And yeah, thanks for watching.